Have you ever walked away from a conversation and just felt kind of empty? Like you just spent 10 minutes talking about literally nothing? Yeah, you're definitely not alone. It turns out there's a real psychological reason why some chats can feel so unsatisfying.
And this quote just nails it, doesn't it? Your brain is starving. It's not just that you're bored, it's a genuine hunger for something with a little more substance. It perfectly captures that feeling of wanting a real, satisfying meal, but getting the conversational equivalent of a stale cracker. And this is exactly what it feels like. A mental dead end. You're trying your best to navigate the conversation to a more interesting place, but you just keep hitting the same walls. Crazy weather we're having, or you won't believe the traffic today. It's like you're in a conversational maze that just leads you right back to where you started.
So, why does this happen? Well, it's not because you're antisocial or being too picky. There's some really fascinating science that explains this feeling, and it all starts with how our brains are wired.
A big piece of this puzzle comes down to a concept called low need for cognition. Now, that's just a psychological term for a preference to avoid really deep, effortful thinking. And this is so important. It has absolutely nothing to do with intelligence. It's just about what a person's brain enjoys chewing on.
And that preference, it leads directly to what we all experience as filler talk. You see, for someone with a low need for cognition, small talk is actually comfortable. It's easy, it doesn't require solving any big, complex problems, and it fills the social space without draining a lot of mental energy.
Okay, so this brings us to a really crucial distinction, because not all conversation is created equal. We gotta learn to separate the signal from the noise. A lot of what we call small talk is essentially just social noise. You can think of it like birds chirping. It's a signal that says, hey, everything is okay, we're friendly, there's no threat here. It serves a real social function, for sure, but it isn't meant to be intellectually nourishing. But then there's the other kind. The conversation that's actual food for thought. This is the stuff that gets your mental gears turning. The stuff that introduces you to new ways of thinking and leaves you feeling energized instead of completely drained.
This little comparison makes the difference crystal clear. On one side, you've got a preference for that filler talk that avoids complexity, and on the other, you've got a real craving for idea talk, for enjoying complexity, for always wanting to explore the why. So as you look at this, do you kind of see yourself leaning more to one side?
So, if you're looking at that chart and thinking, yep, that's me on the right side, what does that actually mean for you? Well, this is where we get to turn all that frustration into a pretty powerful form of self-awareness.
And here's the main takeaway, the most important thing to remember. Feeling annoyed by endless small talk is not a social flaw. You are not bad at socializing. It is simply intellectual hunger. Your brain is craving substance, and it's sending you a very, very clear signal.
So what does this food for thought actually look like? Well, a hungry brain wants to explore the why behind everything. It loves connecting ideas that seem totally unrelated. It enjoys having its own preconceptions challenged. And it wants to debate possibilities, not just recite a bunch of facts. That's the stuff that truly satisfies.
And just to be super clear, this isn't about looking down on people who enjoy small talk. Not at all. It serves a real purpose, right? This is purely about understanding your own cognitive needs, about recognizing what kind of interaction fuels your mind versus what just drains it. So, this leaves us with one final thought. Knowing that your mind needs nourishment just like your body does, what are you going to choose to feed it today? Are you going to seek out a conversation about a new idea, or maybe read something that really challenges you, or just explore a complex question? The choice is yours.